Hi, good morning. It's Reuben Ebrahimoff, the Haftorahman. And tomorrow night, Friday night, is a special Jewish holiday called Tu Bishvat. It used to be called Chamisha Asar Bishvat. English, Reuben. The 15th of the month of Shvat. It was the first day of spring. It was a new year. Actually, in the Jewish calendar, there were 4 New Years. The one that we're very familiar with, Rosh Hashanah, back in September. And then you have this Tu Bishvat. And then rolling forward, you had a Rosh Hashanah for the king's calendar, of when the kings would change in biblical times. And then there's a 4th Rosh Hashanah for the animal tithes. Yes, they would give a 10th, the tax of the animals in the month of Elul. Mind you, Elul, Nisan, Shvat, Tishrei, all these months are Babylonian names. They are not Jewish names. They were picked up in the calendar when we were in the Babylonian exile. Okay, so tell me about this Tu Bishvat. Well, we're celebrating the sacred bounty, the beginning, actually, this is the first sprouting of the almond tree. It was the quickest, the earliest to sprout, and it sprouted the quickest. And we have 7 different species that are mentioned in the Torah that the land of Israel were blessed with. I'll say them in Hebrew and then translate them into English. So it is the Eretz, Chita, So'ora, Gefen, Te'ena, Rimon, Zeitim, and Dvash, which translates into wheat, barley, grapes, figs, pomegranates, olives, and dates. Now, Shlomo Musayov has in his collection 5, and probably many more, but today I'm going to show you 5 glass jars, each one in the shape of grain, the wheat, and then a date, and a pomegranate, and then we'll see the other shapes as well. Fascinating. And the story goes that in biblical times, when men would go with their families up in pilgrimages, rising up from all around the land of Israel to Jerusalem, they would bring with them either the seeds, corresponding seeds of a pomegranate, in this pomegranate jar, or the pomegranate juice. And they would carry these 7 different jars with the seeds or grains in them, and they'd wear them in this belt, per se, because this way it didn't get spilled or cracked or broken. And they would go up to the Beit HaMikdash, the Holy Temple, and in the Holy Temple, they would go to the Kohen, the priest, the only one that could give blessing, human to give blessings on behalf of God, and they would request the farmers, 95% of the people were farmers and illiterate, but they would come to the temple and they would say, "Oh, holy priest, please bless me," not bless me, and bless the seeds, that when I go back to my farm and plant them, the crops should be blessed and I should have abundance and I can live and my family could live off of this blessing that you've given for the abundance of the seeds. So this is a cute little story about Tu Bishvat. Now, there's a Seder, we all know, on Pesach Seder, but there's also a Tu Bishvat Seder. And it is customary that we take figs, dates, raisins, buxer or carobs, almonds, and we also drink a lot of wine. We make a bracha on the wine, which is grapes, was also part of what the land of Israel is blessed with. Oh, those delicious grapes. And we have a Seder, an order, and we make blessings, and that we thank God for the blessings, and we pray in anticipation of the spring, of the sprouting of this renewal. So the Jewish people love New Year's. We don't just have 1, we have 4. And this is the one in the spring of the new beginnings and of the new starts. And that all of us have this new energy that we go into this Rosh Hashanah of La'ilanot. And now for the singing Haftorahman. There's a song that we all sang growing up, and it went like this. Hashkedia porachat v'shemesh gamzor v'shemesh paz zorachat tziporim meirosh kol gag mevarsrot et bo hachag Tu Bishvat higia chag la'ilanot Tu Bishvat higia, Chag la'ilanot. And this is the song about the almond tree sprouting, and the birds are singing on the rooftops. And the 15th of Av is here. The first day of spring of the one of the Jewish New Years are here. Shabbat Shalom. Enjoy Tu Bishvat. Make a blessing at your tables.